As you all know, Project Rene is under development. What we know right now is the fact that we're gonna get Sims 5. Now when, we don't know. Probably a couple years from now, a few years from now, who knows. But this Sims Summit was basically a 30-minute show that showed us some dance stuff, gave us a little bit of Sims on the street talk, and gave us a little history about stuff. They teased us about two new expansion packs, and they gave us a couple little screenshots that kind of revealed a little bit about the worlds, about the items. I mean, we saw dentures in one of the photos or videos or whatever. We got a little glimpse at the what looks like to be the new development of a new game. Who knows? People are speculating that it's gonna be called Sims 5, but who knows? But we're gonna just call it Project Runway. Just kidding. Project Rene. I don't know why I want to keep saying Project Runway, but yeah. So I mean, it looks cool. I mean, they're screaming multiplayer, they're screaming single player, even a little bit of online play. They're also going to allow us to play the game on multiple platforms, maybe mobile, desktop, whatever it may be, which is also cool as well. So it's interesting. Again, it's early development, but a lot of people are screaming that it looks like Paralyzed or whatever. But in my opinion, obviously competition is good. This means that whatever the Sims are up to right now, they're gonna definitely try to make their game better versus half-assed. Because lately, as we all know, a lot of people have been complaining about just the quality of the packs that they've been dropping recently. So now that there's some competition and they're realizing that Paralyzed is gonna probably definitely give them a run for their money, they're like, we need to step our game up. Now, are they gonna try to potentially look like Paralyzed? Who knows? Some people might like it, some people might not, but let's just keep in mind that the interface that we saw in the Sims Summit, a lot of that stuff, it happened really fast, so it was hard to really digest all of it. So I advise you to just go back, look at some of that talk, and actually pause the game and just see exactly what the interface looks like, because there's gonna be a lot of details that will go into it. Again, early development. I wanna keep screaming early development because a lot of times when people see something, they assume that that's how it's gonna look. I always have the mindset that when they say early development, that things could definitely change. I also wanna mention about the mods in the CC, because there's gonna be a new way of being able to safely download mods into your game, and I think this might also be good for console players as well. So I think the Sims team are going to partner up with some trusted modders and CC creators, so that way we'll be able to safely download content to our game that is going to be either CC related or mod related, which is also pretty cool too, because when there's an update from the game, then those modders and CC creators can be able to adjust and adapt to the updates, and then when they send out a base game update, everything will be updated, which is what I'm assuming. Not only did they tease us with the expansion packs and stuff, they tease us with a new stage, an infant stage. So there's gonna be, I don't know if they're gonna implement baby still, but they're gonna be a new stage, infant, obviously before toddler. Because if you look at the infant, it does look like a toddler. There's no cap on that, right? It definitely looks like a freaking toddler, but that's what that's what y'all want, right? Y'all want playable babies or playable infants or whatever. So what it looks like, we're gonna be able to at least teach them how to crawl, maybe teach them how to walk. Who knows what the features are gonna be, but this is definitely gonna be something that's gonna be hitting us early 2023. A lot of people are speculating that it's gonna be as soon as hopefully January. So to conclude this, I'm definitely thinking that there's a new game in the mix. We don't know if they're gonna call it Sims 5, because a lot of other content creators and in the community has been assuming that it's gonna be called Sims 5, but who knows, it can be called something else. A lot of people are for it, a lot of people aren't for it, a lot of people still want to stick around to the Sims 4 era. Some people are upset about the base game being free, some people want their money back, some people think it's a great idea. If you want my opinion, I think having the base game free is a great idea, because if you think about it on a business sense, given a game that's, you know, $40, keep in mind the base game is very generic. So I think just giving that for free, how many people are gonna just want the base game, right? There's at least about $500 to $700, $800 worth of content to be bought. So, I mean, I feel like they're not losing money. Am I excited? I guess sure. Like, again, it's early development. So, like I said, just take a look at the interface, take a look at some of the features, digest it, because everything went really fast in the Sims Summit. And we're definitely gonna hear a lot from the Sims team in regards to what's to come in the Sims 4, and then what's also to come in the Sims Project Rene. So definitely just keep an eye out on that. Make sure you follow all the other supervillains that definitely keep you up to date. Because to me, I didn't go in depth in the whole Sim Summit review, but there's other supervillains out there that I think you should probably already seen their videos. But you know, I'm just here to just give you a quick little recap. And how I feel about the infants. I mean, I'm a game player. Obviously, I like generational gameplay. So, I mean, if it's just a few extra additional features that I can do with my kids in my game, then I'm all about it. But I also think that they might do this similar to how they did with the high school years, where they might offer a few infant capabilities in the base game, but then obviously it might be a game pack, or obviously maybe an expansion pack allowing us to do a little bit more with the infants, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm thinking it's going to be an expansion pack, whether it's more like a generational expansion pack where they give us not only just infants, but maybe they give us additional features, maybe like for elders and stuff like that. So maybe they might introduce other stages of just life in general, or at least sim span, you know, where they go from babies to infants to kids to toddlers to kids to teenagers. Maybe they even give us a preteen stage, who knows. Again, they haven't really given us a lot of details, and this being an expansion pack, I would expect more than just infants, you know. So maybe they might introduce the elder career retirement homes, maybe I'm sorry, not elder career, but the elders having more things that they could do elder like, I guess, you know, like being able to go to retirement homes, maybe having retirement home careers, maybe even rabbit hole careers. It doesn't matter. So I'm just thinking that if they introduce us a generational gameplay, I'm sure you hear the damn, you know, I'm in that city life, y'all. You know, Sam Machino. We get our sanitation workers coming through, you know, dumping, you know, keeping the community clean, you know. Let's have a moment of silence for our sanitation workers. Because I think because we're getting infants, I think there might be something with elders, maybe some career related stuff, dealing with maybe retirement homes, who knows? Maybe even like a dental career, who knows? But anyway, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if they give us a generational expansion pack, I think now is the time. What do you think they're gonna give us? You know, what do you think about the infant stage? And what do you think about Project Rene and all that other good stuff that they talked about in the Sim Summit? As I always say, keep that plumb bob green. It ain't that hard. Till next time, I'll see you when I see you. And if you know exactly where I got that quote from, let me know. Dag dag.